my hand, and we'll go away to a different place, float on air, and we'll hide away. I'll be your escape. Look up and feel the shifting winds tossing us.
Hey my lovelies, so welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video, which was peachy Valentine's Day glam. So today I'm giving you guys another Valentine's glam, but it's a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more bold and bright. So if you are one of those girls who like to play with bold colors, you will love this tutorial. I use Anastasia's Modern Renaissance palette for this look. You can always substitute whatever palette you have, or whatever colors you have, because you don't have to use exactly the same product I'm using. But if you want to use it, go ahead. If you don't have it, don't spend your money and buy the palette to create this look. If you have the colors, you can still create the look. So this is the look I'm gonna be showing you guys today, as I said before I repeat myself. So I'm not gonna take a lot of your time, so we'll go straight to the tutorial. Before that, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, whoever subscribed within the last 2 weeks. And please do subscribe to my channel, because I'm posting every week now, and I love to see your comments and your support. And if you have any questions, leave your comments below. I'm more than happy to answer. I hope you will enjoy this tutorial, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay guys, so we are going to start with our eye primer. So I'm using my usual MAC Cosmetics paint pot in shade Soft Ochre, and I'm setting that with my Revlon photography powder. For the eyes today, we're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Most of the eye look is been done with this palette, apart from just one single eyeshadow, but that is a drugstore eyeshadow, which you can still get it very easily. So I'm going to start with a shade Burnt Orange, and I'm going to apply this in my crease with using my Sigma E40 brush. And I'm just doing the window wiper motion, and I'm actually keeping this shade a little bit above my crease, because I'm going to add one more shade in the crease, and I just don't want to like everything to get too deep in if I just put everything from the where my crease actually starts. So now I'm going to use the shade Red Ochre, and I'm going to apply this with the Anastasia brush, which came with the palette, not the slim side, the more fluffy side of the brush. And I'm going to blend this just below the burnt orange, but in between I'm going to going back and forward with my Sigma E40 brush as well. There's no product on that brush, just to make sure both shades are nicely blending together and there are no harsh lines. So as you can see, I'm going back with my Sigma E40 brush and making sure everything is blending nicely and it's all looking very nicely blended and more like a sunset kind of thing. And now I'm going to put the shade Love Letter, and I'm going to apply this with my favorite Morphe brush right now. This brush is just, I think, I can't live without this brush. Of course, I will write down all the numbers of the brushes in the description box below. But this is a very precise brush for a very precise crease blending. So I'm just deepening my crease. So I'm applying the shade Love Letter right into my crease now with this brush, and because it's so slim and really long bristles, it really helps to blend the product very nicely right into the creases. Really give you that very nice like gradient, going from light to dark shades. The blending is so easy with this brush. And I'm going to apply the Venetian red, I think that's how you pronounce it, just above the Love Letter. Also, I'm going to use the Love Letter and the Venetian red shade on the outer V of my eye and the inner V of my eye as well. So I'm just keeping the center of the lid
empty, and the rest I'm just blending the Love Letter and the Venetian Red shade on the outer V and the inner V, as you can see. And I just use the same brush for both colors, and to do this technique as well, it was just so easy to do it in that way, so I just thought it's perfect to just use one brush. But in between I'm going to go back to my Anastasia brush to make sure everything is blended nicely and it's all looking nice gradient, and then there's no harsh lines or anything, as usual, as you know. So just highlighting my inner V, and now I'm going to apply L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow. This is in shade Naughty Strawberry, and I applied this with my ColourPop shader brush, and I used a little bit of a Makeup Forever Mist and Fix spray before using this eyeshadow, so it just blend really, like, it just goes very nicely, it just glides very nicely on the lid. And now I'm using my I cannot believe I haven't used this eyeliner for such a long time. This used to be my only favorite liner all the time. I used to wear this liner. This is Galant's liquid liner in shade Noir. It's a very, very, very intense dark color, dark black color, and it's not a matte finish, it's more of like a glossy finish. But just putting this eyeliner on its own, oh my god, it looks absolutely amazing. I just haven't used it for a very long time, and I applied it the other day and I was like, oh my god. And now I'm putting my face base. I just used a Bobbi Brown face base, and I'm mixing that with my Smashbox Cosmetics primer oil, and I'm just applying this as both of these things, mixture of both of these things as my face base. I did a little bit of a color correcting. I really need to do a proper video for that, but I'll do it very soon. And for foundation, I used my Bobbi Brown Long Wear foundation and Maybelline Fit Me, and I use my new Morphe brush, foundation brush. This is the brush I received in my Morphe Me membership package this month, and I love this brush. It's so nice. I even blended some of my foundation with the same brush, and it just was perfect. It was really, really nice. I loved it. Also guys, I'm just actually putting my foundation highlight contour routine in this video a bit on a fast pace, because you have seen it in a slow motion or in a normal recording in my last video as well. But if you prefer to see it in a normal recording, just leave a comment below and I'll do it. For my highlighting, I'm using Kevyn Sensual Enhancer just in the inner corner of my eye, and the rest I'm using Artist of Makeup highlighter stick in shade medium to highlight the rest of my face. So that's the usual areas under my eyes, my nose, my chin, and just in between my eyebrows on my forehead, basically, or the whole T-zone, as you can see. And I'm going to use this color a little bit around my mouth as well, because since I've been pregnant, I notice I have a little bit pigmentation going on around my mouth. So but right now I cannot use any harsh creams or any kind of treatment to fix this, so I have to just cover it with color correcting of this. For contour, I'm using again one of my favorites, Artist of Makeup contour stick in shade medium, and I'm applying this with a Zoeva concealer buffer brush. And again, this is one of my favorite brushes. It's so easy. The cream products go so nicely with this brush, so I just love it, absolutely love it. And I'm just contouring my usual area, blending everything with my MAC 125 brush. Again, this brush is one of my favorites for contour blending. I'm still trying to find a replacement or a dupe or something or another brush which I can use to blend, but for some reason I always go back to the same brush. But if you have any suggestions, please do leave your comments below. And for my highlighting, I'm going to blend everything with my damp beauty blender. And before I started blending everything, I just put a little bit of Makeup Forever Mist and Fix spray on my beauty blender as well. So it helps with the blending, and it just stays on really nicely. It sets my highlighter very nicely. It doesn't crease as quickly as it usually does nowadays because of my again for some reason my under eye area is extremely dehydrated all the time right now, but I think it's just because of some hormones or something going on with because of the pregnancy. So hopefully it will get fixed once I have the baby. So I'm just blending everything nicely, and I'm using my Kat Von D shade and light palette, the top two shades mixed together just to set my under eye area. And I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder to set the rest of my face, and this I do before I set my bronze contour, because I notice if I do this before the setting the contour with powder, it helps the bronzer go nicely on my face. And I'm using Kiko Milani's a precious illuminating bronzer for that, and I just love this product. It's just absolutely amazing. Loved it. And now I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm starting with a burnt orange, and I'm going to use the Anastasia brush, the more precise side of the brush, the slim side, and I'm going to blow out this shade quite low on my lower lash line, and I'm making sure everything is blending nicely with the other side of the brush, the fluffy side. And now I'm just tight lining my lower lash line with the shade Red Ochre, and I'm going to blend this with the same Anastasia brush, and pardon me. And with the Morphe brush, I'm just going to apply the shade Love Letter just on the outer V of my eye. So just on the outer V. So it's going to give like a very nice deepen, like a smoky effect, but not too smoky, and it's not going to make your eyes look like somebody just punched you because there's so much pink or purple going on. And I'm making sure everything is blending really nicely with the together using my Anastasia brush, so everything is like really smoked out. So I'm just doing that right now. Also guys, I don't know how this happens to me all the time, but I have to be very careful for next time. I missed the footage of the mascara, and I used the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara for that, and the Maybelline Master Drama eye pencil in shade Jet Black. Also for my lashes I use Huda Beauty Scarlet Lashes, and for my blush I use Too Faced Love Blush palette. And for the highlighting, I'm using Becca Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlighter. I apply the highlighter before I apply my setting spray, but then I just go back, after I apply my setting spray, I just go back with the same highlighter to just brighten up a little bit more, or just to give that extra pop. As you can see, ooh, look at that glow. And this is the new thing I learned from Kali Bible's actually video, and I just wanted to dying. I was waiting to like really dying, big, like really wanted to try this. So I just use my Maybelline black eye pencil as a lip liner, and I use Sephora matte lipstick in shade M11, which was like a really deep plum. So hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video.